children, welcome to the next session of the digital class. Let me start this session with some questions. Can we live without food for some time? The answer may be yes. Can we live without water for some time? Yes. But can we live without breathing for some time, children? The answer will be definitely no, because we feel suffocated when we don't breathe for some time. Isn't it, children? Yes. The process of taking the air inside and leaving it outside is called as breathing. Breathing is a process which helps in the process of respiration. So today we are going to discuss about the topic respiration in organisms. Now, what is respiration, how it occurs in the living organisms, and how it occurs in different types of plants and animals, we will be discussing this. Are you ready, children? Yes. Now see here. Respiration occurs in all organisms. In this process, oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide along with water vapor are released outside. Now here, respiration, it is a process where the burning of food materials takes place to release the energy. So it is one of the life process where energy is released out, which is used by the different organisms to perform different activities. Now see children here, then what is the difference between breathing and respiration? See in this slide, children. Breathing is a continuous process that involves both inhalation and exhalation. Respiration is a process in which food is broken down in the cells to release energy. It is known as respiration. Breathing is a physical process. Respiration is a biochemical process. Breathing, it is a part of respiration, whereas respiration, it involves the release of energy. So these are the differences between breathing and respiration. So breathing helps in the process of respiration. Is it clear, children? Respiration, it releases the energy. Now let us see what are the steps involved in the process of respiration. Respiration involves two stages. What are those? They are inspiration and expiration. These are otherwise also called as inhalation or exhalation. Now see here, children, the process of breathing in air is called inspiration, whereas the process of breathing out air is called expiration. Respiration, it includes both inspiration and expiration. So inspiration is otherwise also called as inhalation, whereas expiration is also called as exhalation. Is it clear, children? Now let us see what is meant by respiration rate. The number of times taking in air inside and releasing out for 1 minute is called as respiration rate. Is this respiration rate same for all the organisms, for all the human beings? No, it will be changing from person to person. For example, you can see among your friends itself, you can put a time limit of 1 minute and you can observe how many times you will be taking in air and releasing out air within 1 minute. That gives you actual respiration rate. Is it clear, children? So now, respiration rate will be changing when you undergo the process of running or doing exercises or something else. You might have observed while you run for some time and you come back, you will be panting yourself, isn't it so? Why? Because the respiration rate will be increasing at that time. So that means here respiration rate will be changing. You can see, children, during the process of inhalation and exhalation, your chest will be expanding and shrinking. Have you ever observed it? So when you see very clearly during the process of inspiration or inhalation, when air is taken inside, the lung size will increase. When the lung size increase, automatically the chest will expand. During the process of exhalation, the air comes outside, the lungs will be shrinking. So at that time the chest cavity will be reduced. So finally I want to conclude that during the process of respiration, chest will be expanding and coming to its normal position. Is it clear, children? Have you understood? Okay. Now the next one is how much air you will be breathing in. So to know this, you have to conduct a small activity. Let us see what is that activity. For this activity, the items required are a bottle, a tumbler, a rubber tube. These things are required. Now take a bottle and mark it 100 ml on that per each level. So now fill water 100 ml in the bottle at a time and just mark it. In the second level also you put 100 ml and mark it. Like that, completely fill the bottle and put this bottle upside down in a tumbler which is also filled with water. You can see here in the slide it is clearly given how it is filled, kept in the tumbler. Now after inserting into the tumbler, you can see that there should be no air bubbles. Air bubbles should not be present. Now after that, here you take a rubber tube, insert the rubber tube into the mouth of the bottle and take another side of the rubber tube into your mouth. Now for the process of this experiment, what has to be done is, first of all you should have to inhale more amount of air. After taking more amount of air, you exhale the air, release the air in the rubber tube. When you are releasing the air, you can observe that the air will be going from this tube into the water bottle. In the water bottle, the level of water will come down and some gap will be observed. That gap is nothing but how much amount of air you have taken inside. It is not same for all the human beings. It will be differing from one person to another person. Have you understood, children? Yes. Now see here. See children, here an activity is being shown. So in this activity you can see what is the capacity of the lungs. You can observe a tube is being inserted here in the test tube. A two-holed rubber cork is present. In that one you can put a straw, another you can take a tube and insert it. And now see that the straw should not touch the water, whereas the tube should be inside the water. Before conducting this experiment, see that more amount of air has to be taken inside. Now see here the children are doing here, you can observe it clearly children. Blow the air inside the tube. Now when the air is blown inside, automatically from the straw the water is coming outside in the form of a fountain. How much the height of the fountain is that much the capacity of your lungs. So it will be differing from one person to or one student to another student. If the height is more of the fountain, then the lung capacity is more. If the height is less, the lung capacity is less. So by this activity, it clearly shows that how much is the lung capacity of an human being to take the air. And I want to say that it is that lung capacity will be changing from one person to another person. A person who is taking more amount of tobacco, his lungs will not be working properly. So his volume of lung capacity will be less. And a person who has lung diseases, he is also having less lung capacity. Is it clear, children? Let us see what is the difference between inhaled air and exhaled air. What is inhaled air? The air which is taken inside. What is exhaled air? The air which is coming outside. So have you ever observed while you are exhaling the air, just put the hand in front of your nose. So you just put it like this. You can see that the exhaled air is warm. It is not as same as of the normal temperature. It will be warm. So by this you can say that inhaled air is normal, whereas exhaled air is warm. That is one difference. Now another difference also you can see in between the inhaled air and exhaled air. Have you ever observed in the early morning of a winter season, when you take a mirror and you just blow the air over that one, what you can see, small droplets will be present. Have you ever observed, children? So the exhaled air here, it will be having moisture. So during winter season, when you just blow out the air, you can observe that small droplets will be coming, isn't it so? So we can say here exhaled air is misty in nature or consisting of moisture, whereas inhaled air does not consist of moisture. So these are the differences between inhaled air and exhaled air. Is it clear, children? Yes. Now let us see what are the gases present in our breath. During the process of respiration, some gas is taken inside and some gas is released outside. So what are the different types of gases present in this? We will be discussing now. See, children, here a video is being played. You can observe in this video what type of gases are released during the process of respiration. For this experiment, you take two bottles. This bottle cap should have two holes. In one hole you will put a straw, in another hole also you will be putting the straw. So two bottles, you can observe it clearly in the video. Now fill these bottles with the lime water. Take 5 ml of lime water in both the bottles and put it. Now here you can observe a student is putting a tube inside his mouth which is coming from two different bottles. Is it clear, children? Can you see it? Now inside the bottle you can observe that two straws, one is inside the liquid and another one is above the liquid. The same also in another type of the bottle also. Now you can observe that during the process of inspiration and expiration, you can observe the lime water in which the straw is present, it is slowly changing its color. One of the bottle which is having the test tube, which is having the lime water in which the rubber tube is present, during the process of expiration, the carbon dioxide gas is released which is mixing with the lime water and it is turning into milky white. This experiment finally concludes that during the process of respiration, the gas which is released outside is nothing but the carbon dioxide. How can we prove it? Because lime water is converting into milky white when carbon dioxide gas is being added. See children, here in this slide you can see two scientists. Who are those? Von Helmont and Joseph Black. What they have done? They have discovered the carbon dioxide. So von Helmont, what he did is he burned the charcoal. So when the charcoal is burned, ash is released. He weighed the charcoal and he weighed the ash. There is some difference between the charcoal and ash. So that difference is nothing but some mysterious gas. So he named it as a gas. He don't know which gas it is, but he just called it, he gave it a name as a gas. Is it clear, children? The next, another scientist, Black, what he did is limestone he took. He reacted this limestone with some acids, or he burned this one, and he observed that some gas is released outside and he called that gas as fixed air. So that is nothing but he did the experiment and he has seen that this fixed air, it is converting the lime water into milky white, and we already know that which gas will be converting lime water into milky white? That is nothing but the carbon dioxide gas. Is it clear, children? So these two scientists, they help in the discovery of the carbon dioxide. So after the 2 decades of the discovery of this carbon dioxide, another two scientists, see in the slide children, who are those? They are Priestley and Lavoisier. They have discovered the oxygen. Have you understood, children? And now you know that respiration process in human beings occurs with the help of lungs. So the process of respiration which takes place with the help of lung is called as pulmonary respiration. So in pulmonary respiration, lungs are the respiratory organs. Like that, there are different respiratory organs in different animals. So we will be seeing now how the process of respiration occurs in different animals. If the process of respiration occurs with the help of gills, then it is called as branchial respiration. If the process of respiration occurs with the help of skin, then it is called as cutaneous respiration. What it is called as? Cutaneous respiration. If the process of respiration takes place with the help of tube-like structures called as trachea, then that respiration is called as tracheal respiration. The first one is respiration in fish. How the process of respiration occurs in fish? See here in this slide, children. Fish, here it will be respiring with the help of gills. Primary organs of respiration in the fish are gills. They are highly folded structures. They are located at the side of head and they are having high blood flow. Fishes continuously open and close their mouth in the water. Where these respiratory organs are present? They are present below the flaps. And what color the gills are? Gills are red in color. How the water will be moving? The water will be coming into the mouth, then from the mouth it enters into the gills. The gills absorb oxygen which is dissolved in the water and will be sending outside, and this oxygen is carried to different parts of the body. Have you understood, children? So this is regarding about how the process of respiration will be occurring in fishes. It will be occurring with the respiratory organs called as gills. So it is which type of respiration? Branchial respiration. Okay, children? So now the next one. See here the respiration in frog. Have you seen frogs? Where they will be living? They will be living either in water or on the land, isn't it, children? So when they are present on the land, they will be respiring with the help of lungs. Now when they go inside the water, they will be respiring with the help of skin. Now do you know what is the larval form of frog? What it is called as? It is called as tadpole. How it looks like? It looks like fish. So during the larval form, this frog respires with the help of gills. So you can see three types of respirations in case of frog. What are those? Branchial respiration, cutaneous respiration, and as well as pulmonary respiration. So tadpoles of frog live only in water. Adult frog lives in water or land. Sometimes frogs live under the soil also. So hence that is why different types of respiratory organs are present in the frog. Let us see how the process of respiration takes place in cockroach. Have you ever observed cockroach, children? Have you caught them? These cockroach, how they will be respiring? They will also undergo the process of respiration, isn't it? So how they will be respiring? Over the complete body of the cockroach, small holes are present. Those holes are called as spiracles. So now these spiracles, they will be entering into a tube-like structures. Those tube-like structures are called as tracheae. Now all the tracheae will be joining to form a long tube-like structure is called as longitudinal tracheal trunk. So now from this spiracles, the air will be entering inside the cockroach, and after entering the air inside, they will be absorbing the oxygen and they undergo the process of breaking the food materials and releasing the energy. At the same time, they also release the carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide also come outside from this openings only. That is nothing but spiracles. So this type of respiration is called as tracheal respiration. See children, see in this slide here, small openings are present. Those openings are called as spiracles. All the spiracles enters into tube-like structures called as tracheal trunk, and all the tracheal trunk join together to form longitudinal tracheal trunks. And they will be helping in the circulation. This trachea helps in the circulation of air throughout the body. So this is regarding about the respiration in cockroach. Now we will be discussing how the process of respiration takes place in earthworms. Have you seen the earthworms? They are nothing but they are called as farmers' friends, isn't it, children? So where they will be present? They will be present inside the soil. Have you ever touched them? How it will be? Very soft, isn't it so? Their skin will be very soft, moisty. So here this earthworms, they will be undergoing the process of respiration with the help of skin. So this process of respiration, what it is called as? Cutaneous respiration. Earthworm respires through skin. It is thin and moist with minute holes. Through skin, air passes in and out. The earthworm breathes through its whole body surface. Now, I'll ask a question for you. Whether the process of respiration takes place in plants? Yes, plants also undergo the process of respiration. Now, if the plant is undergoing the process of respiration, which gas it takes inside and which gas it releases outside? It takes oxygen inside and release carbon dioxide outside. Don't get confused between the photosynthesis process and respiration process. Plant, during the process of photosynthesis, it takes carbon dioxide inside and release oxygen outside. During the process of respiration, opposite to it, it takes oxygen inside and release carbon dioxide outside. Respiration in plants takes place with small openings which are present on the leaf. Those openings are called as stomata. See in the slide children, you can observe it, stomata is present which helps in the process of respiration. Understood children? They are nothing but they are called as nose of the plant. Is it clear? Now you can see in the next slide another type of openings are present on the bark. Those are called as lenticels. So lenticels also help in the process of respiration in case of plants. See children, here an experiment is being showed to say that carbon dioxide gas is released during the process of respiration in plant. See children, here, see in the slide children, here a conical flask is taken. In the conical flask you can put some what we say here flowers, birds, etc. and in another take another test tube in which you can put lime water. Take a tube which is inserted in the lime water and put other side of the tube inside the conical flask, and in the conical flask you put another straw which is having a funnel. From the funnel you just start pouring little water, drop by drop water inside the conical flask. After some time you can observe that the lime water which is present in the test tube, it turns into milky white color. So what does this mean? Already we have seen. What does this mean? The gas which is released is nothing but the carbon dioxide gas. Is it clear children? Not only flowers and birds, you can also put a small plant inside the conical flask also which is having roots. It also releases the gas called as carbon dioxide which turns the water which is present in the test tube into milky white color. Not only this one, you know sprouted seeds. These sprouted seeds also, instead of this plant and as well as flowers and buds, you can also put sprouted seeds in the conical flask. Then also you can observe that lime water turns into milky white. By all these experiments you can come to a final conclusion that during the process of respiration, plants also release carbon dioxide. Is it clear children? So we have seen that different organisms undergo the process of respiration, different types of respiration. Not only animals, plants also undergo the process of respiration. Apart from this, you might have seen that in big hospitals, you can see oxygen cylinders are present, isn't it? So a person who is unable to take the breath, for them a mask will be present that is kept over their nose and mouth, so through which they will be supplying the oxygen. Not only that one, during operations also oxygen masks will be kept to the patient so that there should not be any problem for the breathing process. Is it clear children? Have you understood? So this is regarding about respiration in organisms. See here children, now we will be recapitulating whatever we have studied till now. So here what we have learnt. Respiration occurs in all organisms. In this process, oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide along with water vapor are released outside. The process of breathing in air is called inspiration and the process of breathing out air is called expiration. The number of times we breathe in and out in a minute is called respiration rate. Respiration rate increases after running or exercising. Skin, gills, trachea and lungs are the respiratory organs. Stomata and lenticels help in exchange of gases in plants. Have you understood children? Yes. Now the lesson is completed. Read the lesson and I'll give you some work. You have to complete that work. See children here, improve your learning. Write the differences between respiration and breathing. Second one, explain the process of respiration in frog, how the process takes place. Next, third one, how plants and animals living under the water, that is aquatic plants and animals, will respire. The last one is, make your own bottle aquarium and observe how the process of respiration occurs in fishes. So it will be very interesting. You make your own aquarium, you collect the fishes and put in the bottle and observe how the process of respiration takes place in them. Is it clear children? Have you understood? So this is regarding about respiration in animals. Let us meet in the next session of the digital class children. Till then, Bye children. Thank
భారతీయ పౌరుల ప్రాథమిక హక్కులు. భారత రాజ్యాంగం